Hello people, Jack. I told you I was going to look for the first time we started transcribing. So yes, the first episode I did, it was the episode 173, The Curse of the Lambton Worm. It's a very interesting episode. We started with friend I had from Skype, like Leonid. He's very good at English. I asked him to help me to do it because I was really very bad. So it was not that I was very bad. It was that my knowledge was very low. So Leonid was good. So I was learning from him. I was subscribing and proofreading what he did and improving my chunk, and he was proofreading my chunk and correcting all the mistake, all the blank I left. So we had Leonid. Dima is a lawyer. I love him, from Ukraine. Leonid is a Russian guy from the far east of Russia. Elena is also a nice woman. She lives also in the East Russia. I knew her from Look English podcast when she was asking in an episode he did about an UK English, a British singer. I don't remember the name now. He was a guy who went to Moscow from Japan and crossed the ocean, the little Detroit, and came to the area where Elena lives. So she was asking things on looking this podcast, and I answered her. So from this day on, we kept sending us little message. I had also Natali. Natali is a Spanish woman, beautiful one. I love her. She's from the little country, Catalonia. And even my wife, because I was struggling, trying to understand, even my wife in this episode helped me a lot to make my chunks. And we had Michael. Michael is a great guy from Poland. His English good also, and he was the first guy who proofread episodes. And this one was proofread by Michael. And later, I came back to this episode, and I proofread it. And later, when I had Jack, I asked him, could you proofread this episode? And Jack did it. So now, I think this is one of the best episodes transcribed. I think it is a very, very nice story. Luke was very good doing it. So, we started with this group of people is when I start thinking I'm going to find out a name for the future. If I continue doing it, I need a name. So that's why I decided for the Orion Team. Why? Because I said to Luke once when he asked me, because I think they are stars. It's a constellation of stars. So that's why the name of the Orion Team, Andromeda Team, because the constellation of millions of stars. And we had this episode, we started it the 22 of February of 2016. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 4 years. We are doing that for 4 years, and this is the fifth year, in fact, we are starting. So we have been doing that for 4 years, and 1 month. So this is the information I wanted to give you. And besides that, the figure for Spain in 27, we have 65,719 infected and 5,138 deaths. So for today, in 2 days, the 30, they are going to tell us for today. So I think today in reality we have 73,000 each infected and 6,450 each death people. I think these are the figures we are going to have in 2 days for today. So it's a lot. It's the double in China. It's incredible. That's why I am upset about the government, about what they did it, allowing people to go to the parade. I cannot forget that. That's why this day I decided to stop going everywhere, because I thought Spanish people are crazy. They don't see what is coming. In fact, what was already in the country. That's why we are paying not cheap at all. We are going to have more than 10,000 deaths, more, maybe 12,000, maybe 20,000, who knows. But I'm sure we are going to have the double than that. So people, we are going to stay only in the Orion Team. So people, the Orion Team and the Andromeda Team, mainly proofread. I needed people proofreading, good people who have the famous IELTS 9, 8 point. Yes, you say thank you, Luke, I love you, blah 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 blah. But come here and show him you love him. Okay, transcribing. You show him you love him. Proofreading. You show him you love him. Donating. You show him you love him. And subscribing the premium. You show him you love him. So people, bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye.